Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Thank you. My friend Pam. Yeah, my friend Pam. How you doing? Thank you. I saw you. My dear friend, my dear, very, very dear friend, Ingrid. My friend Ingrid. Thank you. From the very, very beginning, from the get-go, you start providing some very fresh roses. So thank you. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to Go JB Health Show. Today we are going to have fun as usual. We're going to have a good time with our friends here. My dear friend Stephanie. Hello, my friend Muna. How you doing? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. I have a few friends here that were already pushing on the like button. Like friend my Yvonne Pratt. How you doing, my friend Yvonne Pratt? How you doing? Thank you for being here. My friend who says I have type 2 diabetes. How you doing? We're gonna talk about all that great stuff here. Hi, my friend TV. Thank you for being here. I have a lot of friends who are already sending us some love. So my friend Sandrea, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. My friend Wilma, good afternoon. Thank you for being here. We're glad that you are here. Again, my friend Pam, my friend Josephine, my dear friend Josephine. Again, guys, thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. We're going to talk health on Go JB Health. If you just joined, we encourage that you follow me. You follow me so you know when I'm live the next time. But also you follow me so you know about those videos. If you have not followed us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, please do that. Help us to preach that good news of education. Trying to educate as many people as we can. Again, this platform, my name is JB. If you don't know me, if you're new here, my name is JB. I'm just answering a lot of questions. I have the first question that I'm going to answer. I'm going to talk to my friend who say they have type 2 diabetes, but we're going to answer a lot of questions here. My dear friend Renee Clark, who is giving us some beautiful roses. Thank you, my friend Renee Clark. Again, we're going to have a great time here today with our friends, with our people who supports what we do. So again, guys, thank you for being here. Sit back and relax. The best show. As I said, if you are new to this platform, my name is JB. I'm a family nurse practitioner. I believe in educating them on better ways so they could take better care of themselves. That's what I do right here on Go JB Health Show. If you look at our platform, you will see I have a lot of educational material. By the way, I had a friend of mine who reminded me this is mental health month. So again, I have a nice video that I posted on all the social media platforms that talks about how you could improve your mental health, which is what we talked about yesterday. But again, we're here to have a good time. We're here to have a very good discussion with our friends. My friend with type 2 diabetes, one question for you. What is your A1C? What is your A1C? How is your diabetes type 2 going? My dear friend, the people who are newly following us, we appreciate you. Thank you for believing, or thank you for joining this great platform of education. Again, this show, if you miss anything, it will be available on our platform on YouTube. We try to record it because a lot of people say, hey, I missed the show, I missed part of it, and I want to be able to enjoy the whole thing. Well, this is why we put this available on our platform on YouTube. So if you guys want to help us, go on YouTube, follow us, subscribe us on YouTube, because again, that's a way for us to continue to expand that idea of educating people, of teaching people to be the better mechanic of their body. Everybody who is tapping on the screen, I'm very, very grateful to you. Everybody who is sharing the live, everybody who becomes new subscribers, new followers, I really appreciate you. Again, guys, you could always become a subscriber to this great platform by clicking on the subscribe button that is on the very top. It's where the star is. You could click there and you will be able to become a subscriber. Hi, my friend Rudu. My friend Rudu, how you doing? My friend Rudu, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, all my fans. Everybody who believes that everybody should know about their health. Everybody who believes people should understand, not just follow orders, but they should understand why they following us. My people, my dear friend MMH. Yeah, MMH from Mita. My dear friend Mita from Connecticut, thank you for being in the house. Thank you for being here at Go JB Health.
Go JB Health. Go JB. Go JB.
And this show here, what we do, we sit down, we take medical issues and we break them down. We break them down into simple terms where you can understand, because we believe if you understand, then you could better do something about it. That's what we do right here on this platform. My dear, very dear friend Annette, Virginia Beach in the house. And Virginia, my friend here needs help with losing weight. What about today we turn the topic into weight loss? I know we talked about weight loss here before, but this is a very big problem in our community. By the way, we are working on something where we're going to create a group of accountability group. It's going to be an accountability group as far as weight loss. So my dear friend who say that you're trying to lose weight, this is going to be a great opportunity for you, because guess what? You're going to be able to be part of this group. This is a group where we will be trying to help people to lose weight. My dear friend Nicole _Nicole, my dear, very dear friend, thank you for being here. I see you in here. I could see you. One of our subscribers, by the way, guys. So let's talk about weight loss. Why am I not losing weight? Somebody want to know about Candida. We'll cover all this today. Our first friend, diabetes type 2. Our friend who needs to know, how can I lose weight? I have too much weight on me. What do I do? And now our dear friend who wants to know about Candida. All this right here on Go JB. P-Town. Somebody from P-Town? Or is your name P-Town? Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Muriel, hello. Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. Okay, let's get started. First of all, we'll say a quick things that we're going to say about diabetes type 2. Well, if you have type 2 diabetes, we talk about this type of diabetes. Again, you guys remember we talk about the pancreas. So when we see diabetes, we see the pancreas, right? Good afternoon, my friend Fort Brown. Fort Brown, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in the house. I'm very happy to see you. And my dear friend Nicole with that Go JB name tag. I'm very happy that you're here. Thank you for being here. But again, when we talk about diabetes, a few things that we have to look at. We got to look at the pancreas. What is the role of a pancreas when it comes to diabetes? Hey, my friend from Chicago. Mine's from Chicago. Good afternoon. So the best purpose of our pancreas, one of the main purpose among everything that it may do, but one of the main purpose is to produce insulin. Okay, so again, there's a lot of those things here. If you have been following this platform, some of those things you could hear them again and again, but it's because the thing is, if we have people joining us every day, people need to know information every day. So some of those things it may be you, if you've been following the platform, you may see that we send a lot of education on them. But again, education, the more you hear it, the better it gets right here in your brain and you can remember it. So that's why some of those things you may have already heard them from me. Yeah, like my dear friend who's first time here. But anyway, so first time here, sit back, relax. You're gonna see why you're here, and you're gonna see every day you would want to be here, and you'll be following us on all our platforms such as YouTube, etc. But anyway, what we say that when you say diabetes, one thing you have to look at is pancreas. You cannot talk about diabetes and not thinking about your pancreas. Well, one of the biggest job that your pancreas is doing is producing insulin. Now we have to know the production of insulin. So we're going to look at the connection between the pancreas that is producing the insulin, between of you being diabetic, and again, now we could also look at the complications that you have from diabetes. But anyway, the pancreas is producing insulin. That insulin is helping us remove the blood glucose, or the high sugar that we have. So it goes in our blood and we move the sugar. That's what lower our blood sugar. You know how we talk about blood sugar? They say your blood sugar is high. It is high because we have excess of glucose that is stayed in your blood. So that's what it is. Now, if you have excess of glucose in your blood, this is when it's going to cause you damage. Like a lot of the complications that we talk about, like we talk about neuropathy, we'll talk about problem with retinopathy, like problem with your eyes. We're talking about kidney issues. It's going to cause this because my dear friend who's giving me roses, appreciate you. Thank you, my dear friend Bertha. Thank you for being here. But the problem is when you have problem with your blood sugar, your blood having too much sugar in it, it causes it putting you at risk for those complications. And when we check your blood sugar, that's what we're looking at. We're looking at how high or how much sugar is in your blood. How do I remove that sugar from my blood? Well, this is why I said we need to talk about the pancreas. Pancreas is producing insulin, okay, a hormone. So it's producing insulin, and that insulin, its job is to transport glucose or sugar from the blood into the cells. So this is what gives us energy. For those of you who don't know, or those of you who have not followed this platform, or have not heard that information or that educational piece from me, energy is produced by sugar. So we need sugar in our body to produce energy, for us to keep going, for us to gain weight and all that stuff. Okay, so what happens, the pancreas is helping with that energy because the pancreas is producing insulin. That insulin helps us remove the glucose we have in our blood into the cells. So in this process, what happens is it lowers our blood sugar, but then it's increase our energy level. So don't you see a lot of people with diabetes? A lot of the time they are very tired all the time. They are weak all the time. And again, we talk about it one of those days, I think 2 days ago, or I don't know, the other day, we talk about how those people usually they lose weight a lot. Well, it's because they lack of energy. Because remember, the energy we get it from glucose. That glucose, when we eat something that has a lot of starch, they turn into the glucose. Or if it's something sweet, that glucose that comes to our blood, it has to be transported to the cell. It is transported to the cell by the pancreas, or by the insulin produced by the pancreas, I should have said. So the problem is, for you who have a problem with diabetes type 2, usually with diabetes type 2, it's a problem where the pancreas is still producing insulin, but it doesn't produce enough to keep up with the balance, because you have to keep that balance, because the more you have glucose in your blood, the more you're gonna have to produce more insulin for this insulin to take that glucose from the blood into the cells. So the problem is, and this is why sometimes they say if you keep on consuming a lot of sugar over and over, you could end up overwhelming your pancreas, overwhelming the center of production of insulin, and therefore now you are dealing with this issue where your body is the system is weak. It's like, okay, well, it's hard for me to keep up. So when the system is not able to keep up, that's when you start having pre-diabetes, and then you end up with diabetes type 2. So with diabetes type 2, you producing insulin, but you don't produce sufficient or enough insulin to keep up with the amount of sugar that you have in your blood. So that's what happened, which is different from type 1, which is usually type 1 is more in children, because what happens, your pancreas is just not producing, and you really have to have insulin. This is why sometimes for certain people, you may wonder, why is it some certain people just be able to take metformin or take a pill and they can manage, but then some people cannot. So the people who are not producing at all, they need to get that insulin in there. So again, this is really what happens with diabetes type 2. So my friend is asking why the burning in the feet. Are you diabetic? Does it have to do with diabetes? Do you want me to explain to you the process of this? So the thing is, when you have burning in the feet and if you're diabetic, it's not 100% that always you have burning in the feet you're gonna say it's this, but usually what happens is you end up having some nerve damage. The abundance or the overproduction or overwhelming amount of glucose that is in your blood, it goes and damage some of your nerves. And this is the same thing that happens in all our body parts, including, you see how they say diabetic are having issue with erection, like with sexual performance. It's the same thing that happens. That glucose damages those nerves, and that's what making you, or that's what leading you to have diabetic neuropathy, is when those nerves got damaged. That's probably what you're talking about, my friend. Now, if you have diabetic neuropathy, one of the best things that you can do is to make sure that you are taking the right medications. Okay, that's what you have. So my friend has diabetic neuropathy. Now, if you have neuropathy, we need to make sure you are taking the right medications, because you gotta take some medication that helps with nerve pain. You may be taking a lot of medications, but if you don't take something that helps with nerve pain, you may be wasting your time. I would say that's probably enough for diabetes. Any other questions about diabetes? Are you diabetic? Are you wondering what diabetes is, or are you wondering why, do you have any questions? But again, to conclude with this diabetes, and again, you could always ask other questions before we move on to candida. If you are diabetic, I encourage you to be very faithful with taking your medications. So the thing is, I have worse neuropathy. I'm sorry, my friend. So the best thing you could do is to make sure that you are compliant with taking your medications, because if you take those medicine, it would help you so you don't end up with more damage, or if you don't have any damage yet, then you're gonna prevent those damage from happening to you. So keep taking your medications on time. Keep making sure that you go and you get your A1C, your hemoglobin A1C. And if you have any questions knowing what A1C is, I could help you with that. But make sure you keep your diabetes control so you don't end up with those issues. Can I balance glucose in my blood naturally? The problem is there's a lot of natural medications out there that does advertise for lowering blood glucose, but again, they are not FDA approved, so it's not 100% sure. There's a lot of natural routes people say they try that work for them, but they are not, because they are not FDA approved. I cannot talk a lot about them, but yes, there are a lot of natural plants that they say that help. My dear friend has an A1C of 5.3. That is perfect. That is excellent. A1C 5.3. That's excellent. Good job. Just keep it up. So somebody say, what can you take for your kidney? Well, yesterday I talked about this. I think one of the things that you should be doing is try to prevent yourself from damaging your kidney. But a few things that you could do is also make sure you keep yourself hydrated. My dear friend Lauren, who is giving us roses, appreciate you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So you should be making sure you keep yourself hydrated, making sure you don't take anything that could damage your kidney. Also, if you have diabetes or you have high blood pressure, I know I talked about this yesterday. If you have high blood pressure or diabetes, make sure you keep them under control. That is the best thing that you could do for yourself, best thing you could do for me, because again, I'm always happy when I provide that education and I see help somebody. It helps somebody, prevents somebody from getting into kidney failures. It prevents somebody from getting into that neuropathy that my friend was talking about. So this is the very best. This is what makes me happy in my job, in the job that I do. Whether I'm doing it right here with you guys, whether I'm doing it with a patient in the office here, this is my happiness, is when somebody say, wow, you know what? I heard this from your videos. This is how it's benefited me. This is the whole purpose, a whole purpose. Now, my friend was saying candida, to say something about candida, about yeast. So I am assuming that my friend is talking about yeast infection, especially like people who have vaginal yeast infection. So those yeast, they could exist a lot of places. So somebody say, yeah. So the thing is, candida yeast overgrowth I have some symptoms like itching at night. No rush. Okay, so this is what we're talking about right now. Yeast infection. Yeast infection is very common in a lot of our ladies, especially. So usually the difference between a yeast infection and I'll call it a urinary tract infection. I know sometimes people call a yeast infection a vaginal infection. I kind of see where they're coming from. Because a yeast infection is an infection that really is not in your urine, but it's an infection that is actually in the vagina. So what happens, that's why, my friend, like you were saying, that's why you have all that itchiness. So the problem is when you have yeast infection, it causes a lot of irritations, and some of the symptoms you may have. Thank you for every new people who are here, every new people. If you just joined, please follow us so you know whenever we are live the next time. But also you can tonight we'll have this show loaded on YouTube. You could always follow us on YouTube, so you know when this show is posted on YouTube. If you haven't followed us, again, follow us. But thank you very much. This is a show where we talk about healthcare, where we try to educate people how to take care of their body. I'm so grateful of everybody who is tapping on that screen to give us those likes, to give us those shares. I'm very appreciative of all of you. But guys, as I said, a yeast infection is an infection that is more in the vagina, so it causes a lot of irritations. So people may have symptoms like burning when they pee, but what I usually tell them is that burning, actually, it's not really a burning that is from your bladder, my dear friend Nicole. So it's not a burning that is from your bladder, but it is a burning that is actually when the pee comes out, it goes around where the irritation is. It causes it to sting, like my patient would say. So the thing is, with yeast infection, you are not going to see any bug in the urine. So you will check the urine, but it will be very clean. So that's how usually if somebody comes here and they have symptoms or they have discharge, usually have that white cheesy discharge. And it is, when I check the urine is negative for a urinary tract infection, then I think you have a yeast infection. So really, yeast infection will cause a lot of itching. It will cause a lot of pain with sex. So people who are having sexual intercourse and they're having a lot of burning when you have sex, instead of enjoying having sex, but you are having a lot of burning when you have sex. Well, you may want to check out because you may have a yeast infection, because that's one of the things. Again, there's a lot of other things that could cause pain when you have sex. But if you are, every time you're having sex, you have so much pain, it's hurting, and you're having that white cheesy discharge, you're having that itching, that vaginal itch, you may have a yeast infection. You may have candida in your vagina. That's how I would call it. So then if you have that, what do you do? Because people are asking is like, what do I do? Well, what you should do if you have that, I have got a problem of hot food. Okay, so somebody got problem with hot food. Is it because when you say problem, stomach problems or what? So tell me, please, my friend. So the thing is, if you have that itchiness, that cheesy discharge, and you're having pain, like if you have pain with sex and you have white vaginal discharge and you have itchiness, you most likely possibly have a yeast infection, which is when you have candidiasis, you have candida in your vagina. Now, what do you do? Well, if you have yeast infection, you're going to go to your doctor. Your primary care doctor can take care of that easily. I know it's more sound like I have problem with vaginal issues, but this is not something, I know it's cost way more to see a GYN. It could be more difficult to make an appointment with the GYN. So therefore, you could just go to your PCP, your primary care provider, and your primary care provider will be able to prescribe some medications. But the first thing they're going to do is to they're gonna check you for a urinary tract infection. They will take your urine, they will run it and see if you don't have a urinary tract infection. That's when they will think, okay, based on symptoms and all that, the way you explain it to them, then they will say, let's go ahead and treat you for yeast infection. It's a very easy treatment. Usually one pill will take care of you. You go from having a lot of pain while you have sex to zero pain doing sex. If you have recurrent yeast infection and you are watching this video, I'm encouraging you to go on my page and see that video that I have out there that talks to you about how to prevent from having frequent yeast infection. It breaks down every step, all the different steps that you can take to prevent you from having a yeast infection. So please go and look at that. And again, yeah, my friend talk about sugar. Yes, sugar can lead to frequent urinary tract infection. Like if you have a lot of sugar, like blood sugar issues. It could also hello, my dear friend, user 83. Thank you for being here. So now if you go on my page for the people who says they have recurrent yeast infection, if you have recurrent yeast infection, you go to that page, and again, you could reach me on YouTube, wherever you go on the page, you're gonna see this video. If you have any question, please let me know, because I have a video that breaks it down. This is a video actually I encourage people. I have a lot of people who told me they share them with their young girls, like young teens, because it helps them to know those steps that can help them so they don't have those frequent urinary tract infection. I want to thank every single person. The Bishop, thank you for following us. Angela, hello Angela, how you doing? One more questions. Well, a yeast infection, yeast and candida is kind of the same thing. So we call it yeast infection, or we call it candidiasis. That's the best word we give it to. We give it valvular candidiasis for vaginal yeast infection. So really it's pretty much the same. It's just said in a different word, pretty much. Yes, my friend. I agree. Yes, definitely. My dear friend. Can male have the yeast infection? Yes, they can. Actually, could cause something that's called balanitis, which is where they have all that inflammation around the penis. It's not as frequent in men, but yes, men can also have it. And the reason it's not frequent, again, if you look at that video that I posted, one of the things that causes yeast infection, yeast like to grow where there's humidity, where it's warm, where it's humid. So the problem is when, especially like, that's why I encourage some of those in my video. I think I encourage even the type of panties that you wear. I mean, the tighter it is, so you don't allow things to breathe. Then when there's a lot of humidity, then a lot of moistures, that's where yeast grow. But in men, because of the way the genitalia is, it's a little different, and it doesn't favor it as much as in women. That's why you have more women with yeast infection versus men. Thank you, everybody who are tapping on that screen. Thank you, my friend, classic lady. You must be a very classic lady for sharing this live. Thank you for sharing this live. Thank you. So it looks like my friend is saying the daughter is 10 and started the period, but then the period stopped. Is that what it is? If I understand the question, please. Robert Arnelson, thank you for being a new follower. We appreciate you. My dear friend Joyce, Jocelyn Martin, thank you for being here. Thank you for your great comment. Thank you. Appreciate you. For my dear friend who asked, what type of doctor are you? I'm a family nurse practitioner. Just as a background, I'm in a family practice. I work in a family practice. So I work at All Care Health Clinic. I'm in Georgia. Specifically, I'm in Atlanta. And also I work in the hospital. So I work as part of the hospitalist group. If you don't know, the group that takes care of you when you get to the hospital. So That's what we are. I'm a family nurse practitioner. Thank you, my friend. No worry, my dear friend Joyce. Thank you. And again, for my dear friend who asked me the question, if you haven't followed yet, please follow us. So you know, whenever we post all these great informations, we're all with this great educational content to educate people. And if you are in the area, you're welcome to stop by at All Care Health Clinic. We'll take good care of you. Thank you. I'm a family nurse practitioner for the people who are asking. NP, you can look it up if you don't know. Especially if you live in the US, you should know what that is. For most people, if you live in the US. But anyway, if you don't know, just look it up. See what that is, please. Miko, thank you for following us. We appreciate you. Everybody who is tapping on that screen, I'm very, very, very grateful of everybody. I have so many people supporting what we do. Again, I'm not afraid because I have a lot of people who likes what we're doing. I have a lot of people who are giving us little hearts. I have a lot of people who believe in what we're doing. That's why we clear. We help answer the questions that we can. Everything we do is about healthcare. Everything we post on our page is about educating somebody. This is what we do for a living. We educate patients. We educate people. Educating our friends about best way to take care of themselves. Be the better mechanic of the body. So I appreciate you. Again, if you're new here, we encourage that you follow us. We encourage that you follow, because every day, Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to be here and we'll continue to be here. Patients are doing great. I have a colleague here that is actually seeing the patients. I was just a helping hand more today. So everything is going well. Having that same conversation with them every day. We believe in that. Whether you have diabetes, you have high blood pressure, we manage a lot of these here. And really, it's having that same conversation that I'm having with you guys here. That's what I have with my patients right here in this office. You are very welcome, my dear friend. My dear friend, you're very welcome. It's my pleasure. Most important thing, my friend asked, what is the most important thing that you could do every day to keep yourself healthy? I can guarantee you, if every day you exercise, number one. Number two, if you... Somebody say I'm not a diabetic. That's somebody else. I'm sorry. You have any questions about diabetes? But anyway, so if you want to stay healthy, you want to exercise every day. You want to eat a proper diet. So you should be eating low salt, low sugar diet. And really, for your mentation, you should always try. Like I said yesterday in my show, you should always try to find a way to do something outside of work. Do something that you enjoy doing. Do something that is fun, so you could take care of your mental health. And the last one is to make sure, well, you say every day. I was going to say make sure, well, every day, if you're taking medications, make sure you take your medicine. If you do those things, I could guarantee you will come here and you will thank me. You will say, hey, actually it works. Exercise alone, like I go to the gym every day myself. I go to the gym and lift weights and all that. But you know what? You don't have to do all that. You can just walk in your neighborhood alone. That could make a very, very big difference. Very, very big difference, my friend. How can I tell if I'm diabetic? If to know that you're diabetic, we need to check your A1C, your hemoglobin A1C. Well, a hemoglobin A1C is where we check what your blood glucose has been doing in the past 2 to 3 months. That's what a hemoglobin A1C is. So the way you get that done is through blood. So go to your doctor's office, primary care. And again, if you've been doing your physical, usually that's part of a physical exam. When you do your yearly physical, usually we check that. So most likely, if you've been to your doctor and you've been doing your physical, if you look through your lab work, you will see something that's called A1C. That's how we know if you're diabetic. I mean, obviously, if you have symptoms like frequent urination that you cannot even explain it, losing weight, a lot of those things, obviously, when you go to your doctor, they could always figure it out that way. But I would hope that we don't wait to get there. There's a lot of stuff you could get for breakfast. Just make sure you don't get all those sugary stuff for breakfast. There's a lot of stuff like you should you're tired. Okay, my friend, why are you tired? Have you figured out why you're tired? What are some of the things that could make somebody tired? Well, if you have low vitamin D, if you have low vitamin D, you could be very tired. If you're diabetic, like we were explaining, you're probably not going to have enough energy, because somebody who's diabetic and who don't manage, somebody has been diabetic for 18 years, I'm hoping that you're managing it well so it doesn't lead to those complications that we're talking about. But yeah, so there's a lot of things that you could eat for breakfast, but make sure you stay away from those sugary stuff, some of those fatty food, the canned food, those concentrated food with a lot of salt. I know that a lot of the time people like to eat things like sausages. And all these things have a lot of physical work. Yeah, obviously it does work. So a lot of the time these stuff have a lot of sugar in them. So it's very important that you stay away from all these things that could cause you to be sick, cause your blood pressure to go up, cause your blood sugar to go up, and now you start dealing with a really new change in your life and headed to possible complications, which is what we're trying to do here. Again, today, if you are new to this platform, we encourage that you follow us. We want to say thank you to every one of you, the people who tap on that screen, the people who give us the roses, the gifts. We are very appreciative of you. As we ending the show in the next few moments, we just want to say thank you to all those queen. I have so many queen out there who believes in what we do, who are the reason that we keep doing what we're doing. So we'll continue to do this, as I said. Yeah. So as I said, my friend Kelly, we'll continue to do this because of the people who believes in us, because we have so many hundred thousands of people who believe in what we're doing, because we have so many people, so many followers, so many fans out there. We need to continue to do this. And again, we are expanding to all these other platforms. So if you haven't followed me on YouTube, please go there, give me a follow, help us to spread that good news of education. Again, as I said, if you have any questions about me, about who I am, about my certifications or anything like that, I'm here. I could answer for you, so you know exactly who is talking to you. But my job is to continue to do this. Yes, I am on Instagram. Yeah, we are on Instagram. Instagram is still everywhere we are is go_JB Health, which eventually we're probably gonna remove the underscore because it looks like sometimes people are having a hard time. But everywhere you go_JB Health. That's where we are. On YouTube, on Instagram, my friend Wilma, we are there. I'm a family nurse practitioner for my friend User 38. And again, if you're new here, just follow us and you're gonna know more about what we do. My motivation is when I had thank you, my friend Bev Kim, for that beautiful rose that you just give us. My motivation, somebody say, what's your motivation? I am in Georgia. I'm in Georgia. Specifically, if you live in Georgia, we are in Smyrna, Georgia, right off Atlanta Road. That's where I am. Somebody from South Africa. How are you doing, my friend from South Africa? JB, you are a man with a lot of knowledge. Thank you for sharing. My dear friend, thank you. My dear friend, Renee Clark. Thank you to you. You are a very good supporter of this platform. I have my friend in Canada. Thank you for being a good supporter of this platform. So for always giving us gifts and for always giving us words of encouragement. I appreciate you, Miss Renee Clark, my dear friend. Whoever said what my motivation, well, my motivation really is to educate people. My motivation is to take that conversation, like I always say, that I have here with one patient and take it to hundreds of thousands of people. You'll see my motivation if you go to my platform, and you could see everything that I post on my page, everything that I choose to post on this page. And if you look at it, every single thing that I post will tell you exactly what my motivation is. It will show you that I am a man, I'm a family nurse practitioner who believes that he could share his knowledge with people, with other people, not just with one patient in an office. Thank you, my dear friend, Beth Cam. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for those beautiful roses. Thank you to you, my friend. So my motivation, you go to the page and you'll see what I post. When you see all my posts, you're going to see what I believe in. You're going to see that I'm a guy who believes that I could share the knowledge that I have with a bunch of people. And more importantly, good evening, my friend, Pineapple. Hey, Pineapple. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. My friend Bear Cam, thank you for your appreciation. So, you're good. You're good. So, again, if you miss anything, it's going to be loaded on our YouTube page. But, again, for my friend who asked about my motivation, well, my motivation is to be able to reach so many people. In the past 2 months, I reached over close to 3 million people. So just on TikTok alone. So again, we're not so big on those other platforms that we're trying to expand our education. But just on TikTok alone, I reach more, close to 3 million people. 3 million human beings were able to listen to a precious message. I don't have to call it precious, but you could go on my page. You could look through all the videos that I have, and you're going to see exactly what I share on my page, what I choose to share on GoJB. So that's a choice. That's what I choose to share. That's what I believe in. I believe that this is what I can do to help my community, and that's what I do. So you could go on my page, whether you go on Facebook, whether you go on Instagram, whether you go on YouTube, you're going to see the type of information that I'm sharing with my people, that I'm sharing with my brothers and sisters. And that will tell you exactly who I am. It will tell you exactly what my motivation is. It will tell you exactly what I believe in. Again, everyone has the choice to believe in what you want to believe in. But again, this is just me. I believe in what I believe in. There's a lot of other things people can believe in, and I don't have any problem with that. But again, my belief, and again, we all have our own gift. Not everybody has the same gift, but we all have our own gift. We could use it the way that we think fit us the best. And really, it's, again, as I said, it's our beliefs. So my beliefs is exactly, and I'll call it my beliefs, whether you call it my motivation. So this is exactly what my motivation is for my dear friend who asked me that question. So again, I think that's really a simple way that I could answer this question, because I'm motivated by a lot of people. Like, I have a lot of people reaching out to say, well, you know what? This simple thing here, I didn't know it. Well, I've been to my doctor. They didn't have time to explain this to me, but now I understand it better. Oh, wow. Now I have a better way to take care of my kids. I have a better way to take care of my family. I have a better way to look at things, because again, what we do on our platform, if you look, you will see that what we do is trying to make you understand things that sometimes look so puzzling. Not because you're not smart, but because it is not your field of expertise. So when it is not the field that you know, obviously it's going to be very difficult for you. So That is exactly what I'm thinking. So my friend here, my friend Honey Boo says, perfect radio for perfect voice for radio. So thank you, my dear friend. Thank you, my dear friend. I appreciate you. Perfect voice for radio. That's from my friend, my dear friend Honey Boo. But again, as I said, I feel like it's a calling. It's a calling. As I said, is it easy? Well, it's not the easiest, because again, every day you have to be working. It's a constant work. Every day I have to be thinking of the best way that I could educate my population. It's different when you have a patient comes here. Okay, you share with them. But now, imagine if I tell you in the past 2 months I reached close to 3 million people, right? So I have close to 3 million people that are expecting for me to send to post more education, to come up with better ways to make them understand the body. So it's a big responsibility, so it's just what it is. But it is a big responsibility for me. It is not something that is easy, but it's something I could do because I have people like my friend Honeyboo, who is there to encourage me. I have my friend Beth Cam. I have my friend Juliet. That's one of the big supporters. I don't know if she's under the live right now, but she's one of the very good supporters. My friend Nicole, okay? My friend Colette. I have so many friends. My friend Clark, So it's like a lot of those people who are supporting me. So this is why, even though it is, and my dear friend here, Leah Cut says, amazing voice. Thank you, my dear friend. I like when I hear it from you. But more importantly, thank you, everybody. I see a lot of people tapping on that screen. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to just ignore you guys. So I see you. I see the people who are tapping on the screen. And all I could say is thank you to every single one of you for the support, for the love. I feel very, very loved by a lot of people. I have so many people, whether they reach out in private, whether they express it right here under this live. I have a lot of people who like what we're doing. And no wonder why. My friend from Texas, how you doing, my dear friend? Thank you for being here. So the thing is, no wonder why I'm so determined in doing this, So no wonder. My friend user 94, thank you for joining. We are very happy that you are here. My friend Bev Cam, tap in on that screen. I'm very, very appreciative of you. You know that. My friend user 71 who say thanks a lot. Well, thank you to you for entertaining what we're doing. Also, thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for that precious time. Again, there's so many different things going on TikTok that you could be watching, but you chose the Go JB route, and I appreciate you for that. Truly appreciate you. Yes, my dear friend. Anytime. We appreciate you. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for the appreciation. And I see those little heart. Those little heart is telling me that, hey, I have a lot of people who loves me. I love you too, guys. I love you too. Yeah, me friend, Miss my dear friend Pineapple. Thank you for showing your love to us. We appreciate you. My friend Josephine, thank you for tapping on that screen. I see you. I can see you. Thank you for tapping on that screen, my dear friend Josephine. Thank you for being here again. So many people who are supporting us. I want to say thank you to you again. If you missed anything from the show, it will be available right after the show. We're gonna load it on YouTube. Thank you, Beauty Power. Thank you for joining, Beauty Power. Judy Ballard. Oh, my friend, Bev Kim, just give us those beautiful roses. Again, guys, a lot of people who are joining right now, it's like this is the end of the show. So we just like it's the very end. But I appreciate y'all to be who've been here today. Truly appreciate you. Bev Kim, who keep on tapping on this. My dear friend Bev Kim, giving us more roses. Beautiful, freshly picked. Thank you, my dear friend. 30, 38, 42, 45, 46, 47, 48. Wow. That was 50 roses, fresh roses from my dear friend Bev Kim. Thank you, my dear friend. My friend Golder, who say appreciate you things. Well, appreciate you too, my dear friend. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being here for me. Thank you for the love that you guys have for me. I appreciate y'all for that. Beverly, thank you for liking the live. We appreciate that. My friend here say you welcome. Have a blessed day. You too, my friend. You have a blessed day as well. But again, if you just joined, this is the end of the show. I want to say thank you, my dear friend Renee Clark, for tapping on that screen. I want to say thank you to all of you who've been tapping on the screen, who've been giving us the shares, the love, the people who sends us all these gifts, the hearts, everything you sent us. There's a lot of things, the heart, the hats, everything that you sent. So we appreciate you. My friend Scats, SKATTS, thank you. And she said, I'm glad I found you. Wow, I'm glad you found me too, my friend. I'm glad you are here. And my friend Bev Kim is giving us some beautiful thing. I don't even know what it is, but it's called mini speakers. Thank you, my dear friend Bev Kim. Appreciate you. Miss Katz, I'm happy that you found me. So I'm happy that you found me, but you won't regret it because this is a platform where we talk healthcare. Again, as I said, if you want to know what I believe in, you should go to my platform. Go everywhere, whether on YouTube, Instagram. It's the same name. Go JB Health. You're going to go there and you're going to see what we believe in. Again, as I said, in the past 2 months, we are so proudly able to say we reach over close to 3 million human beings right here in the U.S. and throughout the world. This is what GoJB does. Absolutely. Yes, so my friend gave me those speakers, those mini speakers, so I could be heard. And yes, I will be heard because I'm gonna continue to preach that good news. Give me more speakers. She gave me 5 more speakers so I could really be heard. But thank you, my friend Panapla, for liking. You've been touching on the like button. I have my friend Mildred doing the same thing, and my friend keeps giving me speakers, and that show is gonna keep on going because I have so many people who believes in me. So many people believe in what I'm doing. So many people trust what I'm doing. So many people are helping me. That's why I said I am strong. Especially I have some very amazing queen right behind me. They say, hey bro, we're gonna push you, we're gonna make that happen. This is why, and this is how we could reach over or close to 3 million human beings in the past 60 days. And you know what, we're gonna continue to do it. So my friend Muna Holly say, JB, I'm so proud of you, bro. So I'm so proud of you, brother. My sister, my queen, I'm proud of you for your support, for believing in what we do, for supporting what we do. I don't know, I'm speechless. of the support that I have received from my people, of the support that I have received from so many people who love what we do, so many people who value what we do, and I don't know what to say. So really, I mean, I can't complain. I cannot complain at all. I have so much love. I have so many people who really believe on this platform. So many people. I have so many people. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. And you could see, based on those little hearts, you could see how many people love JB. You could see how many people believe in what JB is doing. Again, what I'm doing, it's not something that is ambiguous. You could see it. Hello, my friend Tyrell. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for being here. What I'm doing, you could see it. It's there. All you have to do is go to my platform. You're gonna see what I'm doing. You're gonna say, oh, my friend, my three, how you doing? It's been a while that I have not seen you. Thank you, my friend TYEL just followed us. Again, if you are new to this platform, again, this is the end of the show. I'm just like, I just get taken away by a lot of these people who are so supportive of me. My friend Bev Kim giving us more love, but I got blown away by the support that I got from all these people that I don't even see, that I'm over my time. But I want to say really thank you to so many of you, so many people, the people who likes, the people who shares. I don't know how much to thank y'all. I don't know how much to thank so many people who believes that Go JB can continue. You see how I said over 3 million in the past 2 months? Well, we're gonna reach like even more in the past couple of months coming. So we want to continue to reach people. And again, guys, please help me with the YouTube. So as much as you can, go and follow us and subscribe to us on our YouTube platform. I'm very appreciative of you guys. Let's see. My friend says, I have been doing okay, I guess. Still have kidney disease. I'm suffering from high blood pressure. I'm so sorry, my friend. Again, from our education, we talked about this before. If you have those issues, the only thing, I know that you come at the end of the show, but the best thing you can do for your kidney problem is make sure that it doesn't get worse. And I think we talk about why or how you could prevent that. If you have high blood pressure, the more you're keeping the blood pressure high, the worse it's going to make your kidney. So it's like a domino effect. So my dear friend, if you would do that for me, for your dear brother, please, let's keep those things under control. Like I told my patient this morning, it's not about money. It's not about money. I said, well, if you don't have the money to come for a visit here in this office, just call me. Let me know. We're going to take care of it. We want your blood pressure control. You need to get that blood pressure control so you avoid more damage to your body. That is extremely important for us, So my dear friend, I have a lot of new people. Honey Boo, thank you for giving us so much likes on this show. We do have a lot of there's somebody who said 10K, but now we are 13K, if you guys see that. But anyway, so there is a lot of people who are newly joining, so I have to give a little love to these people. Thank you for joining. Again, you guys know you could always become a subscriber to this platform by clicking on the subscribe button, by becoming a subscriber, just like my friend Bev Cam does, just like my friend Nicole does, just like a lot of my other friend, my friend Mildred does. So all these people are subscriber, and you could tell because they have that Go JB name tag when they post a comment. So I think it is, it's a great thing that you become a subscriber if you can. But again, I have to say thank you to every one of you, the people who entertain this show, this great show of education. Thank you, everybody. I think it's about time for me to go, but Go JB will continue to go. When you say go, it's go higher and higher, and providing more education to more and more people. That's what the Go JB Health is. We're gonna go based on with the help of so many people here. So when you have so many queen behind you, you're gonna go. I can guarantee it. You have so many people who believe in you. People like Honeyboo, like Mildred, like Nicole, like Bevcam, like Colette, like Juliet. I mean, it's so many of them. Like Stephanie. Wow, man, like a nurse under flying 911. A lot of them, they may not even be under the life, but you know what? I have to give them the love, the appreciation, because those people are subscribing to this platform. Judy, my dear friend Judy Ballard. How are you doing, my dear friend? You're here at the very end of the show, because we are closing. It's the end. But thank you for stopping by. Just know if you miss anything, it's gonna be available on our YouTube platform. So don't worry. Don't you worry. It's the end. Thank you, everybody. Hi, Ledinem. Hello, Ledinem. How you doing? If you just joined, Ledinem, I'm sorry you come at the very end, but you could follow me so you know when I'm live tomorrow. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time. And also, this whole show is loaded on YouTube, so you're gonna get the chance to go on YouTube and watch the whole thing. You are very welcome, my dear friend. My dear friend. I'm glad you followed us, because that would allow you to know when I'm live the next time. But it was a great show. We talk about a lot of great stuff. My friend Julie Ballard. I'm glad you're okay. But anyway, so it was a great show. It was a great day with a lot of great friends, a lot of great queen, a lot of great friends, a lot of great king, a lot of great princess. We had a good time. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow, it will be the same spot. Again, if you haven't followed me yet on YouTube or Instagram, and just know, even in the last minute, you could still become a subscriber to this platform by clicking on the subscribe button. But if you have not followed me yet, we encourage that you follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and it will be a great pleasure. Yes, my dear friend Judy Ballard, for being here. Okay, guys, tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time, I will see you guys. And thank you very much. You go, as I always say, y'all go and go with very, very good health. Thank you very much, guys. And I'll see you all, I guess I'll see you all tomorrow, 1 p.m. And again, if you need more education, go to my platform. There's a lot of stuff. Go in good health and go with JB. This concludes our great health education show for today. Thank you very much. Thank you to every single one of you who spent this precious time with us. Again, if you're new to this platform, we encourage that you follow us so you know whenever we are live the next time. The show comes on every day, Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. My name is JB. I'm a family nurse practitioner who believes in educating his people, who believes on supporting his brothers and sisters by sharing his knowledge with them. If you missed the show again, it will be available on our YouTube channel. And if you have not followed us on YouTube, Instagram, or Twitter, we encourage that you do that now. Again, once again, the people who tap on the screen to give us the likes, the people who shared the video, the people who became new followers, those who gave us gifts on the show, the roses. We want to say thank you to every one of you. Thank you to the people who subscribe to this platform. We want to say thank you to every one of you. Thank you for believing that together we could promote health, that together we could educate hundreds of millions of people I want to say thank you to every one of you. I really appreciate the support that I have all throughout this country, but also even all over the world. We have a lot of people supporting this great project of education. Again, thank you for being here. Until I see you the next time, you stay with great health.